Okay, I got another good joke for you. So two rednecks were out hunting, and they're walking along, and they're in the bush, so there's not much around. Um, they eventually get into a clearing in the woods, and they see this big hole, kind of, and again they're in the middle of nowhere. They find this big hole, and they walk closer to it, and they're kind of looking around, trying to figure out why is there a big hole? Like, is it a sinkhole? You know, did something dig it? Maybe there's a bear around. So they go up slowly, and it's huge. So they're amazed at the size of it. They get closer and closer, and anyway, so they get right up to the edge, and the first hunter turns to the second and says, "Wow, that's some hole. I can't even see the bottom. How deep is that? Let's figure out how deep it is." So the second hunter says, "Yeah, that's a great idea. I don't know how deep it is. I can't even see the bottom. Let's throw something into it, and you know, then we'll count how long it takes to get to the bottom, and then do some maths. Because these guys, they're rednecks, and I guess they know how to do that. So the first hunter says, "Okay, yeah, let's do that." So they look around, trying to find something that they can throw in, and they see this big tire, like it's like a tractor tire, and they're like, "Oh, that's perfect." They can't really figure out why it's there or how it got there, but anyway, so they say, "Okay, well, it's going to take the two of us to move this." So they lift it up, and they chuck it in, and they're listening, they're trying to hear it reach the bottom, and as they're listening, out of the bushes, this goat comes like hurtling at like 100 miles an hour, and without even thinking, like goes straight into the hole. And so now they've stopped counting. They've stopped trying to listen for the tire to hit the bottom, and now they're waiting to hear the goat hit the bottom. And then running out of the bushes comes this old farmer, and he's like, "Did you just see my goat? Like, where did it go? Did you guys see it?" And so the hunters turn to him and say, "Well, we just saw like this goat running like 100 miles an hour and jump into this hole." And the farmer turns to him and say, "Well, that's crazy because you know it was tied up to a big tire, so I don't know how it could even got there." See, that was a pretty good one.